which means they're older than dirt. People would come up and say, I've never been to a caucus before, but I'm going for the first time in my life because I want you to be the next president of the United States. And what we've got to do over the next 48 hours is to take the enthusiasm and the excitement that we sense here in this room and make sure that you don't let friends and relatives and workers at your place of business and neighbors sit at home Thursday night, but that they go with you to the caucus to vote for me.
Yes.
Now, if for some crazy reason they're not going to vote for me, then you have a different job. Do not let them leave their homes Thursday night. Tell them the Orange Bowl is scheduled to be the most exciting football game in the history of mankind. Shovel your snow in their driveway. Let the air out of their tires disconnect their battery cables. That's going to make the press, I'm pretty sure. Huckabee encourages vandalism. Supporters of other candidates. Well, maybe it won't be that, but I've got a better idea. Rather than disable their car or tell them about the Orange Bowl, spend the next 48 hours convincing them that your choice ought to be their choice and help them to understand why. Because America needs leadership that is consistent. America needs leadership because we need to remember that not only in Iowa but in the rest of this country, people have a right to know the truth. The truth about their country. And the first great truth is this is a great country. And many of us are involved in politics not because we just are mad at everything that's going wrong. We see what's going wrong. But we love this country for what is still going right. It's still the kind of place where a kid like me or maybe like you can grow up. Maybe with not the richest and best of circumstances, but could become the President of the United States. I think every day when people sometimes say, you seem like you're pretty happy and this stuff that's thrown at you doesn't seem to bother you that much. I tell people, how could I be anything but pretty amazingly overwhelmed with joy and excitement? I know where I've come from. The prophet said it in Isaiah, look to the rock from which you were hewn and the quarry from which you were dug.
Hallelujah, Mike.
I understand where I come from. The little rent house on 2nd Street in Hope, Arkansas by a dad who worked 2 jobs, never finished high school. I understand my mother, oldest of 7 kids, when she was a little girl, it was dirt floors and outdoor toilets. I know where I come from. But where else but on this earth, where else but America could a kid like me become the 44th governor of his state and with your help will become the 44th president of the United States?